Hi, it's Carolyn and Michelle, aka LA Triathlete and Fuel My Run, and we're going off course.
Hello. Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, I was like, everything checked out. I've literally never looked uglier in my fucking life. Luckily, the lighting. I feel
LOL.
like
I can't even see you. It's so pixelated, so I don't believe you.
Okay, great. Hopefully, it stays like that.
Are you hungover from the event? LOL.
Like, I'm so hungover. No, I did as you know, I did my first slick back.
Baby's first slick back.
And honestly, it was so hard. I don't know how people do it so fast. I guess practice makes perfect. Also, I didn't have any of the right items. I had hair oil and then I used Jordan's hair gel. But everyone on TikTok's like, put a bunch of hair oil in your hair. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, this looks literally greasy, but I guess it is oil. But anyway, so like obviously I've got all this product still in my hair, and my highlights just look like I look like a fucking skunk. Like, why is it so striped? It looks disgusting. And I'm like,
no, that's trendy.
I've also like
I literally got that skunk that you're calling a skunk look on purpose. Also, a skunk look is black and white contrast. So get out.
I don't know. My hair girl, I love her. I don't know what she did. Like I go to the same girl every time, and I was like, oh, just do the same thing. And it's like it's like it looks really cute when it's down, like you can't tell. But I wear my hair up most of the time, and it's just like the top is like blonde, and then the rest is brown. And I'm like, this is really weird. This is not what I asked for.
You don't wear a low bun. That's why it looks so different.
Yeah, I don't know if I like it. I'm kind of, I don't know.
I loved it.
I'm like, do
it's
I
so
go
funny
back?
when you try a new style point.
I didn't though. I said, do the same thing you always do. And then I came home and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, wait, you changed it before you went to the event?
No, you mean the slick back? Oh, I thought you meant like at the hair salon. Sorry.
Oh, no. Like when you go to an event and you're just you know what? It seems like a good time to do something I've never done before. And I have 30 minutes. Let's go,
Literally, let's go. And then you're there and you're like, everyone here knows I've never done a slick back before. Like everyone's like, staring at you.
I can see it.
What's funny?
In my veins.
They can. Yeah, they're like they know. Literally, the only other time I attempted a slick back was when I was going to a friend's wedding. Similar situation. I was on a time crunch. I was like, today's the day. Looked awful. Couldn't. And then I had my makeup already done. I was doing my makeup first, so I'd like stick my head in the shower and like wash it out because I had so much fucking product in my hair. So yeah, last night was the real first slick back.
I'm telling you, all you need is that slick back stick. I sent you a link to Amazon.
Yes.
It's like $3. And then you can miss all the hair gel or the oil. The oil that's a risk.
Crazy. No, literally. And I'm like gonna go swim today. I'm like my hair cap with some caps just gonna like fly off my head from all the oil. And I did use my eyebrow pencil. It has like a pencil on one side, gel on the other. So I was like using the little gel on my flyaway. Honestly, worked pretty well. So
I think that's the same gel that's in the.
I think gel. It is. It's just gel
in a different format.
So I'm like, okay. So the event itself, it started at. They're like, okay, doors open at. I think it was like 6:15 or no 6, and then they stopped. They're like check-in ends at 6:15. So there was like a 15-minute window, and I was like, oh my god, I can't be late. So like I got there. We got there like right at 6. Jordan and I met there, went in. And okay, they definitely let people in later than 6:15 because people just kept coming in. But I was like kind of confused because it's at a place that has a movie theater. There's like a big room, and then there was like a little tiny baby movie theater. So not everyone.
Was it Hollywood?
It was in Hollywood, and like not everyone who was at the party got to go to the movie part. So I was like, I guess I'm special because the movie theater was so small. But I'm not gonna lie, so got there at like 6. And it was like super fun. They had a DJ and people walking by with little appetizers, and then there were drinks. It was fun, but it kind of went on like a little too long.
Like define too long. Over an hour?
Yes. It got to like 8, and I was like, I'm fading. Like
what time was the movie supposed to air?
I don't know. I knew literally they sent an invite with like the details, but then Jordan and I were like, are they actually showing the movie? Because the invite was like party / viewing of the movie.
Did they want everyone to be drunk to watch the movie? Also, what was the movie called again?
Oh, sorry. I guess I should have specified. It's called Hoppers. So, oh my god, it was so cute. I love Pixar. I'm not like a Disney adult necessarily, but
are you a Pixar adult?
I might be a Pixar. I love Pixar movies.
Pixar adult.
Sure.
It's like a different brand.
Yeah.
They get a little crazy. I don't
She's
know.
a Pixar elder.
Oh,
That's good. Ooh,
we'll work on the branding.
Yeah, we'll work on the branding. But so the reason I got invited, everyone listening is probably so confused. Someone from Pixar reached out and they were like, we want you to make a reel, because they were looking for like outdoor aligned influencers in LA. They asked me to like come film a reel where I'm like on a run and I run into Tom Lizard. I didn't really register who Tom Lizard was for a while.
You just said yes. You're like, yeah.
Yeah,
like,
I was
for
like,
sure. That
Pixar,
sounds normal.
Unpaid, yeah, whatever. But then they ended up canceling it because of the rain. But Tom Lizard, do you know the meme? It's like lizard, 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 lizard. It was like
Yes.
all the rage. I even made a reel about like with it. It's like in CapCut.
Maybe that's how they found you.
Maybe that was a long time ago. But the reel I made was like that one guy who always is like the first to give you kudos on every single like workout you upload on Strava, and it's like lizard, lizard, lizard. That's Tom Lizard. I was like, oh my God, literally a celebrity. But anyway, like I said, didn't get to film the content because it got canceled. And then they're like, do you want to come to the party though? And I was like, yes. So I think that most of the people there were like influencers of some type. There was a guy there that I was like immediately recognized from TikTok, but I can't remember his name. And everyone was like going up to him, getting like pictures. But I felt weird because he's like,
what kind of influencer was he?
He's like funny. Like I think he does like skits on TikTok. Jordan was so funny. We were like, okay, I couldn't tell what any kind of influencer. It was just influencers. People were in like very cool outfits. The attire was pond chic. And I just wore
which is crazy.
So I just wore like snakeskin because I got invited the night before. But some people had like no themed clothes, and some people had like crazy outfits that they made that were so cute.
Fun.
And like they were all pretty young, like influencers. And I'm like, I guess I'm an old influencer. But Jordan, this girl.
No, but like what age range were they hoping for? Like what is the key demographic for this? You know, like they're assuming that like kids would see your content, right? Or like,
I think it was.
Are they just getting it out there to moms to show their kids?
Getting it out there. I don't know. I feel like Pixar's for everyone, right? As a Pixar elder, you know.
As a Pixar elder, true.
So this like one of the wait staff was like coming around with like appetizers. And then she's like, so I think she was like confused about who was there, as was I. But she's like, so do you like work for Disney? And then I was like, no, like I'm like an influencer or whatever. And then she walked away, and Jordan's like, she for sure thought we were like a chaperone of like one of these. She's like, so whose children? No one was a child. They're all like, everyone was like drinking age. She's like, whose kids are yours? Is it But then by the end, like when more people showed up, there were definitely people like older than us too. So, but we were sitting in the theater to watch the movie, and the people in front of us, this one girl was like, well, I'm a actress. And then this other guy was like, oh, I'm a screenwriter. And I was like, okay, getting the vibe now. There was Disney influencers, and then just like people in the industry, and then me.
You could literally say anything. You can literally be like, I'm a production coordinator of The Fifth Degree, and people would be like, yes,
for sure. It was so funny. I could never survive in Hollywood. This girl who was sitting in front of me, she was like the one who was the actress, and then the guy was like, he's in college still at USC. He's like a screenwriter, whatever. And they're like talking to each other, and this girl, the actress girl, was like trying to take aesthetic pictures in the theater of her, like before the movie started. And this guy just kept trying. He's like, what's your name? I'm going to find you on Instagram. I'm like, I'm going to follow you on Instagram, like trying to connect with her, like make connections. And she just like did not seem like she was having it. She was just like, oh, my name's this. And then I don't think he could find her.
Why go to an event if you're not going to network? Like, isn't that the whole point?
I think that she probably doesn't need to network, but he does. You know what I mean? And I'm like, networking seems low-key exhausting. I'm like, I'm just going to stand here with Jordan in our little corner.
Eat your aperitivo.
I did eat a lot of aperitivos, and the movie was so fucking cute. I cried 5 times. Oh my God,
you cried?
I cried. Everyone was crying.
Oh my
gosh.
Like,
it's about humans, and their like consciousness gets put into like, you can like put your consciousness into an animal. So it's like the relationship between humans and animals, and they're like little beavers. Oh my God.
Kind of cute.
It's really cute. You should see it.
Is it like Inside Out, which I still haven't seen, but it sounds like
Inside Out made me cry more.
I feel like it's like very like human consciousness.
Yes, it's very similar. Yeah.
Well, fun. Okay, little Hollywood gal.
I know. So anyway, I did have a couple drinks, but I like they're probably, I mean, over the span of like however fucking long this event was. The movie was at 8:30, by the way. So the partying part we were like, I was like, should we just go, Jordan? Like, I don't know. Are they showing the movie? And then I finally found a girl who like was working the event. And I was like, excuse me, like, what time is there a showing? Like, and she's like, oh, it's at 8:30. And I was like, okay, I can make it.
You're like, why did we come at 6?
No, I know. I was like so tired. And then, like I said, I didn't drink that much. And I like went to bed I got like a full 8 hours. My HRV status since we recorded the last episode and I was dying. I'm still dying, Michelle. She's still dying.
Or do you feel like you're dying though?
Like a little bit. Yeah.
Honestly,
like,
I get that.
Have you ever like, I'm sure you felt this way in your life as a human, but
yeah,
you're like not sick at all, but it's like there's like a low level, just like something.
No, that's funny that you say that because I still kind of feel like that. And I went on a run yesterday with another girl from Instagram.
Oh my God, look at you.
It's networking. Shout out Melissa. But she also was saying that she's been feeling kind of blah.
Mercury's in Gatorade, guys. I'm telling you.
Oh, I told her it wasn't and that she couldn't blame it on that because we confirmed
There's gotta be
last.
Something else.
It's another one. Yeah, for sure. But it just,
it's a horrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's going on. And then I've already told Michelle this, but the left tib is tibbing more than the right tib. So the right tib had tibbed, as we know it, for those who are new. I had dealt with a previous small bout of posterior tibial
tendinitis.
Yes, on my right ankle, literally for a year. But it's like low level, like it just gets sore. And then it's like if I crouch down, it kind of hurts. And that's it. But I like run through it. It's fine. It like never gets worse. So I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. Whatever. I have like the tightest, weakest ankles in the whole world. And then also the weakest hips. Whatever. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's the trail run that started it. Because
Interesting. Well, did you wear new shoes?
No. So I've worn those shoes plenty of times. And like the trail was fine. I mean, they're okay. I looked it up. And in ChatGPT said like, I guess there's whenever I trail run, I twist my ankle, either ankle, every fucking time.
You did do a lot of miles right away, too.
That's true. You're right. And like downhill. And so like the top tendons of my foot started to kind of hurt after, like when I pulled my foot towards me. But like then it never got worse. I ran through it like for like 2 weeks and it didn't hurt when I was running or whatever. And so then it like kind of shifted to like the back of my ankle. So I tried to do my speed workout this Tuesday after I did like a 13-mile long run Sunday. It hurt after. And then Tuesday I like started to run and I was like, I literally can't do this. It hurts so bad. And then
annoying.
My coach was like, don't run. And then yesterday is Wednesday. I like ran down the street because it was raining, I ran like 50 feet and like it didn't really hurt like walking. I was like, oh, it's probably getting better already. And I literally ran, or yesterday was Thursday, and literally hurt so bad after I tried to ride my trainer, do my trainer workout, and it hurt on the down pedal.
No.
Michelle,
I hate that.
What am I supposed to do? So my coach was like,
"What's supposed to do?"
Literally, so he's like, "Get off the trainer." And then I'm supposed to like also do a trainer workout today, and he's like, "Don't do that." He's like, "Just rest. I can swim, but it hurts when I push off the wall."
No, looks like you need to do stop and then just get momentum from the freestyle.
I'm like at Masters.
Would you ever do that if you had a foot injury and you kind of like had no choice?
Maybe. I mean, it's like,
or you would just go like free water at that point because then you wouldn't have to kick off.
Yeah, I can just like push off with like my right foot, which sucks.
Oh, that's true.
But I was gonna swim today, but it's long course, so there's less flip turns. But like, dude, it hurts. Like just to put weight on it hurts.
Were you wearing heels last night?
A little bit. This, like a literal like like a kitten heel.
Okay, I think I found a correlation between
Tell
tall
me.
people and heels and endurance athletes
And ankles.
based on literally 2 people that I spoke to, but I feel like you guys represent the community well.
Yeah, we do.
My other friend Julia, the one that I met from the race, she was telling me that her I was just like, am I talking to Carolyn? She's like, my hamstrings are just really, really tight right now because I did 2 speed works back to back. Whatever. And she's like, yeah, and I wore heels last night. And now my hamstrings are so tight. And I'm like,
rookie mistake.
You sound a lot like my friend Carolyn. But it's funny because it's like, I wonder if there's a correlation, and she's tall.
Yeah.
I wonder if being tall and having a longer tendon, or I don't know what it is, a
You're on
hamstring
something.
muscle, maybe like it strains easier.
That's true. The longer they are,
the longer they are, the more surface area there are to
I guess so. I mean, the hammy, it's like not as bad right now. Surprise. Well, it's because I haven't been running, but
did you wear heels growing up though? Because I feel like I also wore heels a lot. And so maybe I'm like used to heels.
That's true. You know what? I like really didn't. Whenever I wore like heels, especially I guess like after college when I first started working, I would wear like heeled booties. But they weren't like a thin little heel. It was like a chunky heel. I wore that shit all the time.
Stitch. Yeah.
Yeah. But now I can't even walk. Like if I try to walk in a stiletto, there's no fucking way.
Okay. I get scared of like wearing OOFOS and like really, really comfortable shoes too often. Cause I'm like, I don't want to be like addicted to the comfort. Like I like to mix it up with some like uncomfortable.
Oh, I like that.
Jimmy Choos. Just oh, nanny. But hold on, let me open this window. But I just like, I get nervous. Like, okay, funny story. So I guess like Dov and the staff, they get like obviously free stuff, but they get a lot of free Adidas, like shoes and, trainers, everyday wear. I think the head coach is wearing a pair of carbon fiber shoes around the office. And Dov was saying like, he laughs at him because he just kind of like floats.
Yeah, he's very energy efficient.
Not be wearing those. Yeah,
no.
He's saving all of his energy. I'm like, if that guy goes on a run in any other pair of shoes and he's wearing those all day long,
he's done for. Have you ever seen the Instagram account that's called? I think it's called Carbon in the Wild.
Oh my God, no! But that's hilarious.
It's just like random people wearing carbon plated, like they're clearly not runners,
like hiking,
or with jeans, just like at work because they look cool. Let's be honest.
They look cool and they're also very comfortable. Like
they are.
I love when I put them on. Like it's always a treat. If I decide to do a speed workout in the middle of a training block, I'm just like, wow, it's like a really good day. It's like saving your really nice outfit,
It is.
And you feel good in it.
You're so right. You know what's funny? I almost wore my new Hokas. I like have not worn them yet. I almost wore them Tuesday, which I'm so glad I didn't because I think like my ankle would have literally exploded because I feel more unstable in the carbon plated. But it had like just rained. So the ground was like a little damp and I was like, I can't. Like I got to keep them so clean. So
got to keep them so clean. But every time I try to keep shoes clean, I will find the one puddle in the city. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Jump in like a pool. I'm like, how did I even get here? My shoes got so dirty a couple days ago. There's really no story to that. But I came home and the whole top part was just black. I'm like, what did I even do? Did I just like wrestle a grizzly bear?
Insane. No, that happens to me too. The top of the shoe gets so dirty. Like why? So dirty. What is that? How does that happen?
Know. I feel discombobulated though. I've done a few things recently where I'm just like, when you FAFO?
Yeah, I do.
Fuck around and find out.
Yeah, you
already know this, but I'll give a quick. So when I was going on a run with Julia, I like didn't want to run. And I was like, ugh, the only way I can convince myself to meet her is to listen to AirPods and listen to like 10 minutes of a podcast.
Yeah.
Because we were like running in the middle. So I listened to 10 minutes of a podcast. This is a PSA, a warning, if you will. And I put them in the top pocket of my whatever shorts I was wearing.
Wait, I actually don't know the story.
Oh, you don't? Okay, perfect.
No, you were like, you teased it, and then I saw your TikTok popped up.
Oh, and then you stopped.
And I was like, you were like, I did something really stupid, and I was like, this is it. So I scrolled past it. So I don't know what happened.
It's so psychotic. Okay. And also, like, I'm still questioning everything. So, okay, I put them in the top pocket. We all have it, like a classic Lulu shorts. And I had my key in there also. Whatever. I didn't bring the case because I was just like, that's a lot of admin. And it's also like when you put the case in the back of the shorts, have you ever done that?
I don't have AirPods.
Oh, you don't have AirPods?
They don't stay in my ears.
Girly.
Yeah.
Oh, you have those ears.
I do. I can't even sit with AirPods. I don't know how y'all are running in them because that shit would.
They're like the only. Side note, I tested out so many different headphones with running. And like shocks are great, obviously, for the awareness factor. But like during a race, I need music in my ears like uns, 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 uns. And I need the sound quality to be like top notch.
Like mute everything else. Yeah.
Essentially. But like obviously turn it down if I need to be aware and stuff.
Of course.
Anyway, I digress. So, okay, we're running. We do the thing. I come home. I'm like, obviously I have to go to the bathroom because that's what somebody does sometimes. And I went to the bathroom and it all happened so fast.
Oh no.
So I got in the house, I went to the bathroom. Actually, this is something I've always thought about, which is kind of random. Maybe it's just my anxiety. But when you're in a public restroom and you go to the bathroom, do you flush when you're sitting down or do you flush after you pulled up your pants and you're ready to leave?
I always flush when I'm ready to leave.
Okay.
Just
I didn't do that for the longest time. But then when people were leaving, they would flush and all of a sudden leave. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Don't you want to flush and then pull up your pants and get situated and then leave? But then I think when you flush too prematurely, then I think people are like waiting for you. And I don't know. That's my brain.
Wait, let me think about this now. I guess I'll stand up, like I'll pull my pants up, turn around, flush, and then maybe like zip my fly. You're still sitting when you flush?
Yeah, I don't need to like look at it. You know what I mean?
If I go number 2, I got to see what's going on. You know?
Okay, that's not true. I'm always going to look. I don't know why I said that. I completely lied.
I don't care.
Yeah, well, sometimes you're like, am I hydrated?
Yeah.
Pee should be anyway. So we're looking, but sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna like flush it, stand up, get situated, leave. But I've been trying to like adapt to society and like let people know once I flush, I'm leaving. And also the washing the hands aspect. When are you gonna do that? Like it's all whatever. So anyway, so I flush it as I'm standing up and pulling up my shorts, but I forgot that the pocket was still open. And in lightning speed, both of the AirPods went into the toilet and went shink and just went down the hole.
No.
Within seconds.
Wait, was this at home or in a public
luckily
restroom?
This is at home.
Okay.
If it was in a public restroom, I would have been like even more, what's wrong with me?
So what happened? Are they gone?
I lost. This is a new pair.
I was going to say, I hope, to be honest, I feel as though even if you didn't flush them, if I had like, if an headphone had fallen into like, it depends on what was in the toilet. If I'm at home and it's just pee, actually, no, I don't know. They're probably broken anyway if they get wet, right?
Submerged in toilet water. Yeah, it's just, it was a weird concept. And they did like a little like 180 because it was like already like swirling by the time like they fell out of the pocket. And so they're like zhink and then foop. I was like, wow, that happened so fast. Like, why didn't just one? You know what I mean? Like,
I was about to ask.
Got a replacement for one, but both of them. And I was like, what else was in that pocket? And I for a second, I was like, did the key fall in? And now some like shrimp in the sewer drains are listening to some great music. But I mean, yeah, that
someone
was
at the wastewater treatment plant,
or
they're separating the sludge from the water, and someone is in for a real treat. They're like, wow, for
He's
AirPods.
like, guys, they're pros.
He like pulls them out like just bare hands from like the fucking like shit water.
Oh my God. Is that what refurbished is on Amazon?
Oh my God. Is that more resale? That's why you don't buy things that are resale. I'm just kidding. Yeah, don't buy used AirPods. You don't know, they might have been in the wastewater treatment plant in Missouri.
Also, like the juice of people's ears. It's a good PSA to clean the case though in the ears, because I got in this like habit of just not cleaning them.
Yeah,
which is pretty gnarly. Okay.
Oh, Jordan just, we talked about his earwax. He loves to clean his ears because he's got hella fucking earwax in there. That man is always cleaning his case, and I'm just like, I just don't have. Like, I always wear these when we record. There's like no earwax. Maybe it's the swimming. I cannot believe
you don't have earwax. Maybe you flush it out. Maybe the chlorine flushes out the wax.
I bet you're right, because that shit gets in there and then that. Anyway, what were we about to say?
Great ears. Oh, also, I posted a video about this on TikTok, but this is just like, I'm a little off kilter because another PSA to the people. If you're on, ClassPass, have you ever done ClassPass?
Okay, I did it like, I think during COVID.
Okay,
yes,
I was gonna say,
but I went to one class.
Of your life.
Yeah, it was a dark time.
It was a dark. I used to be a really big fan, but then I understand once I start going to a studio, like I had my yoga studio in Long Beach, Yoga 108. Shout out. I would go there a lot, and then I just kind of felt bad that I was only using ClassPass and not donating to the studio, and so I think I kind of went back and forth. But I was like, damn, it's so much cheaper doing ClassPass. You know,
it is. I don't remember how much it was when I did it, but I was like, I think it was like, was it COVID? I don't even, maybe it wasn't even COVID. I think maybe I just moved to LA and I was like trying to find anything like myself.
Literally anything.
Just like a friend.
There's a lot of random. I've gotten a massage. I've actually had the weirdest experiences on ClassPass and Groupon. I don't know why I keep doing it.
Okay. I think when I got the ClassPass, I forgot how much it was. Very cheap though. And it was like 30 classes or whatever, or 30 days. I went to 2 yoga classes and that was it. I was like, what a great use of money. I didn't do anything else. Yoga? Yeah, you know what? That's the other thing. I'm really bad at yoga and so unflexible. And the instructor was just like all over me because I wasn't doing anything right. And I was like, I understand that what I'm doing is wrong, but I literally cannot bend that. Like I can't touch my toes, you know? Anyway, it's probably why my ankle is so fucked up. Because I don't do any fucking yoga.
I'll look into that later.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard when you're in a new place, especially like if you're in LA and you're like looking at ClassPass. Like, I'm sorry, Missouri is random. Like St. Louis, it's trendy, but I found this one spot. It was called, I don't know if I should say the name. Doesn't matter. But it was a Pilates and a yoga studio. And I was like, yeah, this looks cool. Like, and in my head, I'm like, people call Agree Pilates. I'm going to like get one of those workouts where I'm about to throw up and it's going to be the best workout of my life. And I'm going to have a 6-pack. Yeah. But it was definitely like beginners / what's it called? Geriatric Pilates.
Oh my God, so I saw your TikTok.
Yeah. I wore the
continue.
Cutest set. Like booty shorts and like a bra combo. And I haven't worn it in a while. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go off. I'm going to be like one of the girlies. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like do it for the girlies. And so I get there like feeling good. Luckily I wore a big jacket, but then I had to continue to not take the jacket off. So I wore the jacket. I get there and it's like a chiropractic center. It smelled like a doctor's office. And I'm like, where am I? And the instructors were all like older. I was like, that's fine. Like, I don't care about like who I'm doing the class with at this time. I'm like, okay, this isn't for the girlies. This is for, you know, the boomers at this point. I'm doing it for everyone. And the class was 3 other people and me. I was definitely the youngest by at least 2 decades. Again, fine. Completely fine.
Yeah.
I had to just readjust my expectation of what was going to happen.
Of course.
But I slowly realized I'm like, I'm not taking off this like big jacket that I have on because I'm not about to be wearing like my like vagina's hanging out in these shorts. Like I'm already showing too much and I can't be wearing this. It just was too much and it wasn't the vibe. And then like, oh my gosh. And so, yeah, I end up leaving and I was like, I felt awkward because I left. I was like, good job, everybody. And I'm like, not like you guys don't do a good job. And I was just like, I was trying to be camaraderie.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. But then I left and then I was like, I got to get out of here. And I was also Ubering because I don't have a car right now. Well, Dov and I are sharing a car. So I cross a freeway in my booty shorts to go to a Dunkin' Donuts, call the Uber from there. And then I'm just like, I have to get a car, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Wait, I have so many questions. So was it actually like a doctor's office? Like I'm picturing like a waiting room. They just like move the chairs out of the way.
No, it literally was. I was sitting in a waiting room. And there was like a room to the right with like a spine. And they're like, oh, they must do some like evaluations. They're like,
Michelle, ready to come back?
For your scoliosis evaluation.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait.
The nurse calls you
back. Did you do a
like,
scoliosis check in like high school?
Didn't we all do that?
Yeah. Was that part of like a... Why? I think they didn't do anything else doctor related. Why did we do a scoliosis test?
I think because after you grow... They just like want to make sure everything's good. There was a girl I swam with, crazy fucking scoliosis. Had to get back surgery because she was like,
did she find out from the high school thing?
She did. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
she was
so
a really
that's
fast swimmer.
Story, or was it just chiropractors and doctors trying to get our information?
Maybe she didn't even need spine surgery. I'm like, what happens if you just don't get the surgery? You're just a little crooked, you know? But
did I already say the story where I had somebody come in, you know, when you like work in office and they're like, we have a guest speaker at lunch. You'll get free pizza if you listen. And you're like, fuck it. I don't have plans. I'll eat some pizza. And then you sit there and someone was like, here's what to do with your 401k. And you're just like, okay. Like, did I tell you that story where the chiropractor came in?
Wait, no. At work?
At work. This chiropractor comes in. We're eating food. We're drinking stuff. We're hanging and like hanging out with my work friend. And then she's like, come in. I'll do a free evaluation for you to see if you need chiropractic care. I don't know why I keep on getting myself in these situations where I'm like at a chiropractor and they lie to me. And so me and my friend Tim are like, hell yeah, let's do it. And so we each like book appointments. I go before him. I walk in and this woman like threatens me. She's like, look, if you don't come in every day for the next month, you are going to be in dire pain when you are 50 years old. And I'm like almost crying. She gives me x-rays. Insane. She's like, see that disc? That disc is flailing. And I'm like, okay, well, I feel fine. Like
oh my gosh, wait. I think you did tell the story because then you found that good chiropractor in Long Beach.
Oh, this is a completely other. Oh, maybe I did. I've just had so many bad experiences with chiropractors.
Very confused why this chiropractor came into your work. That's crazy.
Recruiting victims.
What was your what work was this? It's just like a marketing.
This is one of the marketing agencies I work for in Irvine.
The chiropractor came. That's insane. Did she cracked you?
She didn't even crack me. She just looked at me.
She was just rude. She just came in, made you cry, and left.
Exactly. And then right when I was leaving, Tim walked in. I looked at Tim and I was like,
leave.
Be careful.
Like, if you know what's good for you, get the fuck out of here.
It's not worth it.
You know, we have those people come into my work, but the only people that come into my work are talking about pipes and like water stuff. Oh my God. Jesus. Sorry. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's loud as fuck. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean pipes? Are they trying to sell you something like a new water system?
Because the people who work all the people who work in my office are water engineers. So
they just want to share their findings.
Yeah. They like basically, I think, want the people at my work to like hire them for like projects. So they'll be like, lunch and learn. All these people are coming from the pipe place. No. I'm like, I should. But sometimes they'll be like, we have so much leftover lunch. And I'm like, fuck yeah. Even though I already ate my lunch that I brought, I'm like, second lunch. Sounds great.
Absolutely. You got to
listen to the pipe people. People were laying pipe.
So many pipes at that office.
Pipe. Yeah.
I get so jealous of Dov because maybe it's all professional sports. I don't know. But he has free breakfast, lunch, and I mean, sometimes dinner if he's working late. And it's all like gourmet from their chef.
I would die.
I resent it a little bit. I'm like, yeah, you're buying dinner. You know, I mean, I bought dinner last night, which, side note, hilarious. The girl I went on a run with yesterday, she recommended all these restaurants, and one of them was a French restaurant. And if you don't know by now, Dov is French from France. And obviously, you know.
Bonjour.
And bonjour. I'm like, let's go to this French restaurant. Absolument. So I walk in, I'm like, do you think... Anytime I'm in a French environment, I'm like, it's time to go with the French. No one spoke French. I said bonjourne, like have a good night, or bonsoir, whatever, when I was leaving. And the woman was like, what? And I was like, oh, come on. You should know the basics. Yeah. But we walk in, the girl that recommended it was like, oh, we gave this place an 8.1, which I thought was hilarious to tell me because I'm going with a literal French person.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I'm like, I guess we'll see. Okay, first of all, this made me laugh so hard. Dov is like, yeah, the place is a little cliche. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I mean, there's like an Eiffel Tower there and there's like this. And it made me think like, that's so normal to us going to a French restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
It's like hella cliche, you know?
Yeah.
And there's like roosters, which is like so funny because whatever. And I was thinking, I'm like, okay, is there like a cliche Americanized restaurant, you know? Like, he's like, yeah, like the Eiffel Tower and just
it's like a Statue of Liberty.
The Golden Gate. Yeah, exactly.
I'm like,
oh, I didn't mean Eiffel. Yeah, the Statue of Liberty, the Golden Gate Bridge.
Like giant burgers, huge portions.
The Hollywood sign.
Yes. Oh my God. Guaranteed. I'm trying to think when we went to Europe.
I know. I'm trying to remember. But it was definitely that vibe. But it's so funny that we don't pick up on that because we don't live in France. But Carolyn, the food.
Oh no.
No, it was so good.
Really? Dov thought it was good too. An actual Frenchman.
Oh, an actual French man, which like I already have this video planned. I'm like, I went to this French restaurant with an actual French person. Was it good? And it was like the French onion soup was the best I think I've ever had. And I've been to France and had it many a times.
I didn't know that was like an actual French dish, by the way.
Oh,
I love French onion soup.
Tray original. And it was like thickened and like it just everything had flavor. Oh yeah, I have some leftovers and it was just everything was superb. And then I'm just kind of like, I'm sorry, you rated this an 8.1. Who are you?
She's not a real French girl, I guess.
Well,
the real Frenchies know it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
Apparently.
and they did like French stuff, like French people, they put bread directly on a table, and I'm just there's so many things that I do that like make his mom quiver. I'm like, oh, like you can't turn, and maybe this is obvious, but like they put the bread like directly on the table, not on like a plate or anything.
Ew.
I'm just like, I didn't sanitize,
Jordan,
but okay.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't care that much. But then sometimes I'll put the bread down, but I put it upside down, and I think I gave his mom a heart attack once. She was like, sorry, Napa, and she was freaked out, and I'm like, what? And they're like, that is so against our religion. I'm like, oh my God, okay.
The disrespect.
And you can't, like, when you pull, they don't really cut their bread. They just kind of like pull off of the baguette, which like fine, but they don't pull off of the other end. Like you have to continue pulling off of one end, because
that's weird.
I definitely offended them with that too.
Do we Americans have anything that's like, if someone did, would we be offended by? I feel like we just are all just eating. We're just a bunch of fucking slobs, and we just eat whatever, and we're nasty. And
yeah, we are kind of nasty. But I feel like it's kind of like we don't eat. I mean, we do eat with our. Actually, eating with hands is also a funny concept, because I feel like Americans are right in the middle.
True.
Like, Dov eats with a fork and a knife. Oh yeah, another thing I do is I don't use my knife as much as somebody from Europe. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe it's France specific.
So
but Dov uses his knife for. I'm like, he uses his knife for everything. I'm just like, you don't need a knife for this salad that's like pre-chopped. But I don't use it. Yeah, he's like literally. But I don't. Yeah, I don't know. But maybe eating with your hands only. Americans are like, what? You know, like some cultures
that's
eat
fair.
with their hands. I don't know. We have like so many like thoughts on things where I'm just like, oh, we're pretty gross at all times. So I don't know why we can't.
I know we're the worst. Well, damn. We're trying. Jordan's birthday's on Sunday, so we're trying to find. He's like he's so hard. He like. The man takes so long to make a decision, which is like, it's great because then, you know, obviously he's going to make the right decision. But like just picking his birthday dinner restaurant, I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, just pick. I don't care. And then he's like, well, this place is like too expensive. And I'm like, I'm paying for it.
Would he ever want you to surprise him, or does he not like surprises?
No, I got him.
It's hilarious.
I guess we haven't really talked about, I don't know if we talked about Christmas because we were on our break between seasons, but I got him. He's like a watch. Yeah, well, I got him a really nice watch for our wedding. It was a very, very expensive watch, so he picked it out, obviously, because I was like, I'm not going to fuck this up. But for Christmas, he like kept, again, if I talked about this on the podcast, I'm sorry, but he kept talking about this watch that he wanted. But like I kind of forgot which watch it was, but like I remember exactly what it looked like. I asked ChatGPT all the details, and then Chat's like, it could be one of these. And then I found one, and I was like, that's it. It wasn't too expensive.
Chat's like, I got you, girl.
And I was like, fuck yeah. So it was on sale. It was like a $400 watch on sale for like $300. And I was like, that's it. I was so excited. And then like literally like 2 days before Christmas, Jordan starts talking about the watch again. And it's a different brand. And I was like, and I already like, it's wrapped under the tree. And I'm like, he's not going to like it. So he returned it. But I'm not even offended. But then he's like, okay, it's fine. I'll just like, you just return it, and then the money from the watch we'll just like put it towards this other watch. And then he like since Christmas has been like, do you like this watch? Do you like this watch? And I'm like, it doesn't matter what I say. You're gonna pick the watch you want. He's like, well, between this watch and this watch. And I'm like, that's the same watch. He's like, well, no, the face is different on the hand. And I'm like, so anyway,
that is so funny.
For his birthday, his mom texted me and was like, what does he want? And I'm like, just give him money for this goddamn watch. So, but he's never gonna buy it. So
what brand is it?
I don't even remember now. I think it's Hamilton. It's just like, so the watch he has is an Omega Speedmaster, so it's like a metal band, you know, and it's like very formal. So he wanted like a less formal one for work, and so this one's more like rugged, trendy boy. Fabric strap, and then so that one's like $500. I'm like, great, like you'll get money, I'll give you money for your birthday and from Christmas from the other watch return. And then he's just like, well, no, I might want this one, it's $1,000. And I'm just like, you know what, whatever. Like I'll just keep.
You're like, it took you a long time to get to this decision, so I'll keep
going.
You in this.
I guarantee by the time Christmas comes around, he still won't have a watch picked out.
Oh my God. That's a lot of pressure. I got Dov a random watch, and luckily he likes it. I'm just like, here, I think
that's
this
me.
is okay. It's like,
you give me
okay.
anything, I'm like, oh my gosh, like that is so sweet. Even if I'll never use it.
Borderline.
Like so cute. That's just like the thought, you thought about me.
Maybe I should be a watch person. My grandma, I have this, you know what? I'm going to start wearing it. Maybe we've already talked about this. My grandma has this like small watch that I got. I need to find it. Because when I moved here, I had to travel with all my valuables and my carry-on. So it's somewhere in my carry-on over there, along with my social security card.
Nobody, you're going to get robbed. I think like delicate little watches are so nice, but the problem is like when you're wearing a Garmin 24/7, then it's like, what's a girl to do? Wear 2 watches?
What time are you going on? Are you going? It's like, where do you even look? And then at the end of the day, you're looking at your phone anyway.
Exactly. Remember when we did the episode, like literally, like one of our first, we were talking about watches and how I wore like 3 at one time. Remember that?
We both did. Remember we wore like the Fitbit, a nice watch, and the
Garmin. Yes.
So sick.
And I wore that to work.
Oh my gosh. I probably did that too. And I was like, I'm so cool. Also, I'm tracking all of my data, and people are like, "Is she okay?" Like, I had this one Michael Kors watch, and it had a blue face and like a rose gold strap, and I thought
rose gold.
I know. I was like in my prime millennial era right then and there. Side note, kind of a funny concept that I haven't like this hasn't happened to me in a while, and I feel like, I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but we don't talk about it. So. I didn't do my long run last weekend because I was hella fatigued and sympathy dying. Like we're
dying. Yeah, both of us.
We're both like barely surviving. And so I moved it. I pushed it to Monday, which is like doing a long run on Monday.
That's tough.
It's tough, but if you're in the right mental state, you feel so accomplished going into the day. You're just like, nothing can faze me,
That's very true. Yeah.
But that didn't really go down that. So I was just every mile, I was like, oh, like I did a loop with Napa. We ran like 7 and then I dropped her off and then I ran 7 alone. And every step I was like, yeah, I could be done. Like it just didn't feel good,
Oh, I know.
But anyway, so I did that on Monday. And then I ran with 2 people this week, which really makes the miles go by. So I'm already at like 20, I don't know, 28. Like high 20s, maybe low 30s in mileage, which is like a lot to not even get my long run in. And now I'm realizing I'm like, okay, I have my long run, which is like 15 to 16 miles it'll probably be. I'm like, it's going to be a high mileage week. And if I do a shakeout on Sunday, it's funny for when like, because I look at my workouts. Do you do Monday through Sunday or Sunday through Saturday?
I do Monday through Sunday.
Yeah, because that's like the real way to do it.
That's normal. Monday's the first day.
Oh, I hate when Sunday's the first day. It throws me off.
That's
and it makes
weird.
me angry.
Ew.
I don't know
Illegal.
why.
Illegal. No, same.
Like,
that's disgusting.
I had to
doesn't make any fucking sense.
I'm like, I'm sorry. The day doesn't start then.
No.
We've definitely already ranted about this, but I think it deserves another rant.
It does.
But I love when you push your long run to Monday and then you also do a long run the next weekend. And then that week, it just looks like a super bulky mileage week,
Yeah, that is so true. But the problem is yeah, like I do that sometimes where you push it and then you're like, oh my God, I got like 32 miles this week. But then like the week before when you didn't do your long run, it's like
5 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so crazy to me. I mean, again, I know like I do a lot of like, okay, half the reason I think my ankle got fucked up a little bit, it was because I did a huge ride Saturday, which I do huge rides all the time, but I don't know. I haven't been riding as much. I was like a little out of shape. So I think like the fatigue on my long run probably didn't help the already potentially hurt ankle. But I just like cannot wrap my head around the fact that you do your long run and then you do a shakeout run the next day. Because seriously, I can't even fucking walk the day after my long run. Like that just says something about me. And
I can't fathom the fact you do a bike ride. You do a long ride the day before a long run. Like that's crazier to me than doing like a 3 to 5 mile shakeout. Like a shakeout to me is like, it's zero pressure. You can go as slow as you want.
It just
sometimes you're feeling good.
Are you in pain?
No, that's like, I think
something's wrong with me.
I used to always take Sundays off.
Yeah.
But I transitioned to a Friday. This is interesting. I've transitioned to a Fridays off situation. And I feel like taking Fridays off actually allows the Sunday shakeout to really act as recovery.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Because I don't know. Sometimes after a long run, if I'm just sitting and I'm like, I don't know, I get tight if I don't have plans to do something Sunday. So And it's also kind of fun because Dov usually has
right
the morning off or something where you can run to.
Do you? Okay. I seriously, I do. That's why I think something is wrong with me. Because I don't know if it's because I also ride or whatever. Wrong. I cannot run 2 days. Like it's fine if I take a day, you know, I'll do my long run Sunday, rest day Monday. And then by Tuesday, when I do my intervals, I'm like usually fine. But that next day, it's like the ankles hurt, the knees, the hips. I'm like, calves are tight. I'm like, something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me, guys. I don't know what people are doing. And that shouldn't be because of cycling or anything. It's just like my body cannot run. I can't do high mileage. It's going to be good for the ultra marathon. I can't even fucking train for it because my ankle fucking hurts. I do one trail run, break my ankle. But yeah.
How's your ankle today, though, leading into the weekend?
Not great. Okay. Yeah.
So how many days are you taking off?
Okay. So yeah, I swam yesterday, and then it's weird, though, because I rode Wednesday. So my ankle, the Tuesday's run hurt the ankle. I rode a relatively big ride Wednesday, and it totally felt fine when I rode, and it felt fine when I walked. So I was like, oh, I should be fine by Sunday. And then I did my little run down the street yesterday, and now it fucking hurts. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I'm like, my coach, I had a trainer ride on the schedule for today, which I think it would be fine. But it's like, if it hurts at all, I just don't want to like prolong.
Why risk? Yeah.
But like, I'm 100% doing my ride tomorrow because I'm like, I'll go fucking insane. And I'm definitely going to ride on Sunday too.
Like, or do a long swim.
Ugh, we'll see. Maybe. I don't know.
Go to Legree again.
Yeah. My worst nightmare. So I'm just like frustrated because it's like I ran 50 feet and it already hurts so bad. I'm like, how long is this going to be injured?
That's the annoying thing about injuries. I wish there was a device you could walk into and it will tell you exactly what you need to do. And I've been saying this for 10 years with Kim, but also it will tell you how long you need to rest for it to recover.
And chat's like, well, take like 3 to 5 days off completely. And I'm like, that's not gonna happen. But then sometimes, like, you know me, sometimes my injuries just like disappear. Like my hip, you know,
all
it kind of just goes away.
Disappear. So I'm just kind of like, what? This ankle, you never know if it's going to be that one that's going to linger. Also, I feel like the billionaires have the technology that I'm talking about. Like, I'm pretty sure this exists, but like we won't get it for the next like decade or two.
If you're a billionaire, reach out.
Yeah.
Well, I have a meeting.
All right.
So I have to hop. But thank you guys for listening. Hop. We're gonna hippity hop.
I hope your injury goes out the window. You know what I mean? Down the drain like my AirPods.
Down the toilet. Hopefully by the time we record next week, I'll be running again. That's the goal.
That will happen.
It's fucking stupid. So I'm manifesting it. Yeah.
Manifest.
All right, y'all.
And
thanks for listening.
Next time.
Until next time. We'll
see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.